This week's Michigan Lottery Excellence in Education winner is Michael Egan from Larson Middle School, part of the Troy School District. Congratulations.
Thank you so much, Bob. I really appreciate it.
I have a great letter from your nominator, and it starts out with, wow, Michael Egan is a top drawer teacher. He has put Larson on the map as far as Science Olympiad awards are concerned. He believes in furthering science in the hearts and minds of his students, and igniting the passion in his students is something he's gifted in. NASA also believes in Michael, as he is awarded an opportunity to study in Washington and further his education and bring what he has learned back to the classroom. Michael's dedication is undying, and the Troy District is very lucky to have him on their staff.
Wow, that's some excellent feedback. I really appreciate that.
Well, you deserve it, and you've done such good things. And I know that you take your students on interpretive nature walks, exploring Michigan's natural resources, but you also do things like flame testing, which I don't really know what that is. So tell me about the different things you do with your students.
So obviously, we teach what we have to, but we also like to extend and go beyond, and that's the opportunity that I'm always looking for. So whether it's the nature walk, we start something inside the classroom and we're learning ecology, but then we have a beautiful natural area right outside of the school with a river running through it. So we're out there identifying plants and talking about relationships and uses, and the flame testing is always a hit because you talk to a middle school classroom and what do they want to see? They want to see things blow up. They want to see things catch on fire. It's exciting.
The other exciting thing I know that you do is you work with the Facility for Rare Isotope Beams at Michigan State University with your students. Talk about that.
So I run a STEM elective, Science and Engineering Explorations, and I'm part of the Science and Engineering Fair of Metro Detroit. So I've been mentoring students through that for over 10 years, have at least 11 Grand Award winners and lots of professional award winners. And then I also coach Science Olympiad. So every year, Science Olympiad, they have their state competition. If we make it to the state competition, I have them go on a tour of the facility the day before. And that way I get my team up here early. Even the kids that didn't make states are welcome to come on the field trip. Zach is always our host. He's very gracious, taking the kids through the facility. And now I've actually have students that are doing high school programs, doing research there, one of whom just presented at a conference out in Hawaii. So it's really exciting
In high
stuff.
school?
In high school. And
wow.
that's my passion. That's why I'm into it, because then I see my kids taking advantage of those opportunities. I try to catch them in middle school, and then, if I can stay connected and kind of be in their corner cheering them on and you should try this out. That's what brings a smile to my face. So
you've seen that change in a student when they get that concept, when they understand how important that is, and then they take off with it.
Absolutely. That's the goal. And the bare minimum was just to get them to be able to look at the world critically and be able to form arguments and see patterns and make predictions, because those are transferable skills. Not everybody is going to necessarily go into the sciences, but these are just going to make your life a little easier. So
I understand humor plays a role in your classroom. Tell me about that.
I'm always looking for ways to keep it light and make my kids laugh and connect, and smiles all the way around, because science can sometimes be a little tedious and it isn't necessarily for everybody. So if we can keep it fun and lively, then at least we're all going to have a great time together.
10 years from now, you run into a former student. What do you hope that student says to you about their experience with you? I'm
just so excited, not so much for them to talk about their experience with me, just to see where they've taken, We started together and I was there by their side, and I'd love to catch up with them and have a cup of coffee and, hear about all their adventures and accomplishments, because adventure is a huge thing that I'm into. I want my students to go out there and create experiences and not see limitations, see opportunities.
Yeah, well, you're giving kids a lot of opportunity. Thank you so much, and congratulations.
Thank you so much, Bob.
Michael from Larson Middle School receives a $2,000 check from the Michigan Lottery. Excellence in Education Awards sponsored by the Michigan Lottery, providing more than $28 billion to public education since 1972.